Hey there, Gilbert. It's nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Hello, nice to see you.
And I've been really enjoying reading through your etudes.
It's great. It's great. I really like the articulation in the beginning, and it's soft in the beginning, and that's a piano, and so uh, and I could hear that, and I really love the articulation. The fortes, I was thinking like could pop out a little bit more,
Hmm.
um, for a more dramatic effect. The character is absolutely there, and it's playful.
I'm so happy you talked about the articulation at the beginning, and I'd
Mhm.
love to share on the screen your score. This was one of the things that I wanted to ask you about because it's not really said there
Right.
about exact articulation.
Mhm.
And so I was going to actually play them a couple of different ways, and maybe it's useful to a composer, maybe watching this right now. But you have written casually cheerful and 84, so I felt like I had a good idea of that. But there are two ways that I could play this, and I think I'm kind of making a mixture of them. I'm sort of doing some détaché and some legato, but it's not exactly marked. Can I just demonstrate both ways
Yeah.
and then maybe you can tell me. So I'm going to turn this
Absolutely.
back down. Okay, so I'll do straight up staccato first. So there's that, and then I'll do all legato right hand. There's that, and then I think what I actually do is kind of a mixture of the two. So
Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, I do like all three, and I think this is an instance where I would leave it up to the performer's interpretation.
okay,
Um, I mean, I think the third one is maybe something that I like the best, but I also like the staccato. But if I did want staccato, actually, legit staccato, which you did in the first one, I probably would have written it that way.
true.
Um, and And then as I'm more thinking about using phrase markings in piano writing, if I wanted a legato, I would have put the phrase markings there.
Yeah,
And so I think the third interpretation is pretty much what, I would have expected
cool.
from the notation. But however, I did not, I left it plain.
Yeah,
But you also see that I use articulations in other spots,
true.
especially
Yep,
tenutos and the staccato. So those definitely would need to pop out
yep,
in juxtaposition with all the other
yeah.
uh, notes.
Like
So
here.
yeah,
Right. I only had one other real question and suggestion notationally, and I have to kind of erase something here in order to show you. Hello. Oh, my pencil is out. That's funny. So here, all right. So I was having I was having real trouble with this last phrase. Right here in the music.
44. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the left hand, and I finally was like, okay, I know what this is. So if you put like if you grouped, my pencil is not connected. If you put like a little slur line here to there, there to
Mhm.
here, and there to there, and even if it was a dotted line, Gilbert,
Mhm.
it's basically what the left hand is doing, and the other thing is not a clef change right there in the middle of a four group, but make the clef change after. I know it's such a small detail, but honestly, if that clef change came here, we
Right.
can read B flat and F, no problem, and especially then we know that it's in a grouping. Well, this has been great, Gilbert. I mean, really, just fantastic to work with you on these. Fantastic to just get to know your writing, and to make this happen.
Yeah, well, thank you, Molly.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah,
great.
I really enjoy these exchanges and sessions like this with the performer. It's just, I think it's a lot more that can be fruitful in terms of not only the music but the relationship between the performers and the composers. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well, I look forward to looking at the other two, and also working with you again. And I know we live in the same city, so I'm sure that'll happen sooner than later. So